What's up, guys, on YouTube? How are you guys today? I'm going to show you my opinions and thoughts of different styles, SD cards, and flash drive memory storage for cameras, on some issues of what I have in the past with these style cards. I use them all the time for professional cameras and also for cheaper pocket style cameras. Now, these include in different gigabytes and MB style codes. And what my issue is, some cameras may not support these style codes. Not all of them do. Now we have three different codes right here. We have flash style codes and we have SD codes of different types. Now, my problem is, can these codes fail? Can these codes have issues of cameras not working? The answer is yes. Now, these can be rated at different class ratings, and I don't know, class 4s or class 10s. But, you know what? SD cards, to me, they're all the same. It only depends on the write speed and how much the actual seem to work. Now, we're going to get into these three here. We will get into these three right here. Now, this is a 1 gigabyte Kingston flash drive, or should I say flash code. But it's a pretty nice code here. I have no issues with this style code. This is for a professional style camera, for a very old style camera, by the way, not with the newer codes today. This is only a 1 gigabyte. It's a pretty old style code. Now here we have a stand disk 4 gigabyte code as well. A good storage media device for all sorts of different pictures, and also maybe video. And here we have another one, 4 gigabyte Kingston flash drive. Now, notice why I have three different ones, but these are two of the same company, and one is actually a stand disk. Now, can these codes wear down? Can these codes fill? Now, the answer is going to be absolutely yes, because each code is different. Sometimes you put the memory code in your camera, and the camera does not recognize the code. Sometimes you may have to actually format the code for the camera itself to work, or the code to work inside the camera. Now, here's a very old one. This is a Kingston 120 MB. Not a very much space on this code. I had this a very long time for a very old style camera. Now, for new cameras, this code will not work in. It's just been sitting around in a SD card carrying case, but this code is never going to be used for anything else except for storing maybe some pictures, but not a lot of pictures. But holy, this is a very old code. Trust me, very old. I have a 2 gigabyte code right here. This is a non-SanDisk code. SD, by the way. It's a nice code. Like I said, it's a very slow end code, but not a very high-end code for HD videos. But it's still a nice code. This code can somewhat wear out over time. The locks can wear out on these things, and also the gold contacts can wear out. The clamp shells can start to fall apart and everything. Now, the code I have right now, I'm going to show you guys, is a PNY style code. This is actual A class, I think class 4 code, I don't know. You can get this down at Walmart, Best Buy, all sorts of different stores. Now, this code is meant for high definition pictures and high definition video. I don't know if you guys can see, it is 8 gigabytes. A lot bigger than some of these own capacity codes combined. Now, I have two 4 gigabyte cards here, I can actually make 8 out of those 2 cards though. But the problem is, not all these cards will work in different cameras. This is a nice little card. A very nice slim style card. I have no issue with this card right here. This card has absolutely been the best card I ever bought for, you know, for $40. But I think that's how much this card originally cost. But now you can actually get these cards a whole lot cheaper. But it only depends on where you locate them and stuff. Now, the biggest problem with some cameras, most of the older style cameras, like some older style, like a Canon Rebel XT style camera, will only use a old flash card. Now, not every computer is going to have a flash card reader to actually read these style cards. Sometimes you may have to use your camera to actually access the pictures from your computer. Now, I have no issue with these cards at all. They're all different types of brands. The Kingston, Stangus, and whatever card you decide to use. Just make sure you figure out, okay, is this the card I need for my camera? But each camera is a different style of a unit. Now, not every card will work in your camera. Performance issues, they're very good. Now, performance problems can occur and can happen. The card can have any type of a defect, or say a error message on the card itself saying, oh, the card is not formatted to the right proper setting of the card. Now, most of these cards you can actually buy in pouches, and they'll be typically just plug and play devices, but not always. Not in the case of your camera, like this camera. This card, I cannot put this card in this camera right here. It will not read this card because it's just way too low of a memory. Now, they also have ARM cards, or 16 gigabytes, 32, and also 64. But these are just my cards right here. This is my loot of memory cards right here. All sorts of different storage devices. Now, I do not have a 16, 32, or 64 gigabyte card to show you guys. These are just my cards right here. Performance-wise, now, a performance card is how much speed does a card need to have for a card to read the write speed and the read speed of that device. Not every card is going to be like that, guys. Every card can be somewhat slow. Every card can be somewhat fast. It only depends on the type of speed your card's going to give you. Now, I would recommend going to buy a bigger 8 gigabyte or a 16 gigabyte card. Now, that's if your unit and your camera will only be using that card. Now, let me bring this guy in. This is a old. This is kind of a new camera right here. This is actually a Kodak pocket camera. This will only use SD cards. It will not use any own type of memory cards. But again, not every camera is the exact same. Because the issue is, how much storage do you need for your memories cards to actually work? Now, the bigger the capacity, the more likely you may have some issues, or you may have a very expensive cameras and need very good quality cards. These are my experiments with all these types of brands. Kingston, Standis, P and Y cards, they're all the same. Every card, it doesn't matter to me. I think all cards are mostly equal in all the exact same way. Now, let's go ahead and bring in a non-classic old camera. I'd recommend. Maybe you guys can see this old baby. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there she is. This is the Canon Rebel camera. Very old classic camera. This is why you need different types of memory cards for your cameras. Not every camera is going to use SDs. Some cameras are going to use these old style flash drive cards, and that's about it. Why is this the way most cameras are built nowadays? But this is just my loot of different memory cards. I had this MB card, oh my god, for many years, guys. For many years when I had originally my first digital camera. Now, again, the higher the camera, this ain't gonna work. It's like it's just a tunnel. It's like, no, ain't gonna work with my. It's not gonna work with my newer camera because it needs to be an older style camera. But this is just the difference of my cards I use every single day. And that's about it. I don't know what else to say about these cards. They're very good memory cards. Hey. Alright guys, if you guys are brand new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please leave a comment down below. Please like. Please share. Peace out. Bye guys. Hopefully see you in the next vlog.